So this week on Twitter, there has been a trending, what do you call it? A trending hashtag, Hlaudi, all right, as in Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng, after his interview with Mr. Xoli Mngambi from Newsroom Africa. Now, the previous day, or rather, the day before Hlaudi was interviewed by Xoli Mngambi, Mr. Mathatha Tsedu had been interviewed by the same Mr. Xoli Mngambi on Newsroom Africa, right? And I've put aside some time and I listened to the interview by Mr. Mathatha Tsedu, and I'm not going to comment on what he said or what he didn't say. I'm also not going to comment on what I think about what he said regarding the former COO of SABC, Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng. That's not the aim of this video, right? Also, the interview now retrospectively by, Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng, I think the following day, which then caused the whole hoo-ha and brouhaha on Twitter, and he was trending, So I'm also not going to comment about him now commenting or defending himself and so on and so forth. So I'm sure you're asking yourself, so what's the purpose of this video? Why am I watching this video if that is not the case? Now, I want you to notice something, that media in South Africa, and I guess the world at large, has found a way to actually get you interested because your views matter. When you click on their channel, when you open their channel, the algorithms are recording and they are picking up patterns. And those patterns help them with making money from advertisements, right? So I watched both interviews. I watched the Mathatha Tsedu interview. I then also watched the Hlaudi Motsoeneng interview. Now, I'm going to shock you. I'm going to tell you something very important. Neither of these interviews have to do with anything. They have nothing to do with anything. It's just Mr. Mathatha Tsedu saying what he says, saying what he believes, sharing his experiences, whether it's fair or unfair. He was asked questions, he answered the questions, I think to the best of his knowledge. Also, the following interview, Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng came on. He was fighting and he was defending his honor, defending his name. And he even went to the extent of actually saying that he has instructed his lawyers to demand an apology and for Mr. Mathatha Tsedu to actually retract his claims that he made on that interview. Now, I'm saying both these arguments have nothing to do with anything because at the end of these arguments, right, the poor and the marginalized in South Africa, the youth that is sitting unemployed, the graduates at home sitting unemployed, they are not being assisted in any way, shape, or form by watching these interviews, right? It's neither here nor there. It's all just dust in the air so that, these businesses called media houses can then make money, continue to make money, which I think they should. I have nothing against that, all right? So, but it doesn't really help the narrative. Right, it doesn't help the project to uplift the Black African who is actually, sinking in unemployment, sinking in poverty, and sinking in a risk of not being employed actually for the rest of his life. So these arguments are there. It may trend on Twitter. Listen, it means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So the claims by Mr. Tsedu and the rebuttal by Mr. Motsoeneng, okay, that's fine at a personal level. They have to say whatever they need to say. They both have careers. They have to build their profiles. Okay, fine. But I'm saying neither of these interviews, neither of these two have anything to do with anything. All right. Now, I need to mention something as well in terms of the aftermath of any leadership failure, is that we then come on and we comment and we analyze and we say this and we say that it has already happened. If what they are saying about Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng is true, all right, if the accusations are true, it's already happened. Somebody was in charge of him, somebody, was his boss, and, Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng was reporting to that person, but that person or those people did not hold him to account. If the accusations are true, right? Also, if it's true what Mr. Mathatha Tsedu is saying, why didn't they actually put the charges forward and charge Mr. Motsoeneng based on what they found as the incoming board, right? So I'm just trying to show you that at the end of the day, let's look at the quality of the arguments, the quality of the debate, whether those debates are taking us forward in any manner or form. And in this case, I want to argue that actually these debates are not taking us forward in any manner, shape, or form. If you like this video, please comment, share, and like. All right. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel. And also, if you'd like to sponsor any of my videos, the information is on the description below. Thank you.